So there's so much hesitancy sometimes we have within ourselves of just taking that risk and stepping out of our comfort zone and doing something that's brave and inspiring and something that we want to do, because we just have that self-doubt. And I want to encourage everybody to take a risk. If there's something you want to do it. If you're inspired by something, take that risk. It's this is your life, and when you have those desires and you have something that you're just being drawn to, or some sort of an impulse to go forward to, just take that risk. Go out and do it. And it's not that, no matter what other people say. I mean, I think it's important that we have to remember these are our lives, and those impulses or those thoughts, they come to us for a reason. And I have found in my life, whenever I just take advantage of them and just take a leap of faith, it always seems to turn out in my favor. And it makes me realize that although other people sometimes around me they're not always going to understand me, and they're not always going to see the things that I see. However, they're not supposed to. This is about, let me see if I get this right. This is about you making the choices and decisions that you're being called to, that you're being drawn to for your own personal growth and your own personal experiences. So I just really think it's important, and I want to encourage people, live from the inside of you. Live from the inside out. Have the intention of, I'm going to explore whatever's going on inside of me that I feel is going to be an advantage to me. Because if it's coming from that very core essence of who you are, then it's to your advantage. And those are the little impulses that really make life exciting and kind of adventurous. And they bring us joy. Even if you don't know what to expect, sometimes fear will hold us back because we don't know what to expect, right? But if you just toss fear out the door and you just say, I'm stronger than that ego aspect that where fear comes from, just do it. Just do it. If you were a fearless individual, if fear wasn't an option, what opportunities would you be taking advantage of in your life? Would you be taking adventures around the world, exploring the world? Would you take that class that you want to? Would you try, pottery? Would you do skydiving? Ooh, that's a good one. I'll tell you a little story. In a time in my life when I was really starting over, I was encouraged to do skydiving, and I thought at the time that and it was actually through the therapist that I was seeing, and she said, Leslie, I'm going to tell you the best thing you can do for yourself right now is go skydiving. And I said, what? She said, go skydiving. And I said, why would I do that? And she said, because if you went skydiving and you did it, that would be the biggest fear you could overcome. So I went home and I thought about it for a while, and then I thought, you know what, I'm going to make an appointment. So I made an appointment to go. And I admit, the first time I canceled it because it kind of was frightening. About a month later, I made that appointment again. I scheduled my skydiving. And I'm telling you, I was so excited to go skydiving that day. And I actually drove way over the speed limit. It was like 85 to get there. And it was the greatest experience of my entire life. And we were the second one out of the plane, and it was tandem. We were the second group out of the plane, and we were the last ones to hit the ground. And it was amazing. Amazing. The quiet of quiets. And it's a careless feeling. It's a weightless. It's amazing. And I know that not everybody wants to jump out of a perfectly good airplane, right? However, it's not about jumping out of the airplane. It's about jumping out of ourselves, of that safety container, and taking risks and listening to the quiet of quiet and just going for it, no matter what the end result is. The main thing is that you took that step, right? We took that step. And the main thing was I took that step and I way got out of my comfort zone. And I'll tell you, we have to do it. We have to do it. And it's even if other people around us, no matter what the situation is, sometimes we have people around us that that love us and that care about us, that see aspects or don't see aspects, and they don't know us on the inside. So accept their advice with love, and but really, this is your life, and you have to live it from the inside out with the intention of becoming the best version of yourself and listening to that inner voice that's guiding you forward. Because if I hadn't jumped out of that airplane and gone skydiving, that experience alone gave me the courage to do a lot of stuff that I don't think ever would have happened in my life had I not taken that great big leap of faith. And I'll tell you, I took it at a time that I wasn't feeling well. I was really, I was starting brand new over again, and there were a lot of uncertainties in my life. But taking that was a really major choice, but it was the best thing that ever happened for me. Not because I can say I jumped out of an airplane, but I can say that I faced a huge fear and I overcame it, and it was well worth it. So worth it. So anyway, I hope this video helps. That step out of your comfort zone, take a leap of faith in yourself, and follow those internal nudges that just to keep you up at night. You know, those burning desires of what if, or I wonder how, or whatever it is. You know, don't plan and have certain expectations of it. Set out for the adventure of, I wonder what will happen if I did this. Remember when we were little kids and we just try stuff? I mean, little kids try stuff all the time. My little grandson just tries stuff all the time. And sometimes, you know, it scares me to watch him do some of the stuff he does. But it's really interesting that most of the time, he had the greatest time doing it. And he would either make it, you know, like he'd jump over something and he'd land on his feet, or he'd jump over something and roll on the ground. He always got up laughing. And sometimes he just kept doing it over and over and over again. But that's how we heal that inner child, by just taking that leap, not by going back and digging stuff up. It's by living from the inside out. It's being that kid again. It's taking risks. It's taking chances. It's believing in yourself that those feelings and thoughts are there for a reason, and you can overcome so much by just try it. Because the one thing is that when we don't, we build regrets. But if we do, we don't have that regret, because we can say, at least we tried. At least we put forth that effort. At least they took a leap of faith. And one thing's for sure, you will never be the same after, because you'll be so proud, and you will have built courage and more confidence and self-esteem, no matter what it is. Look at, you know, just take a leap of faith. You know, believe in yourself, because in the end, we're not supposed to have any regrets, right? We're not supposed to have any regrets. So take that leap of faith and see where life takes you. And if it takes you to jump out of an airplane, or you've had the same experience, put it in the comments below. I'd love to know about it. But truly, if you've ever wanted to go skydiving, do it tandem, and it's awesome. It's really good. Get a really good instructor that keeps you up in the air for as long as possible. And we just spun one way. He goes, watch this, Leslie. And he pulled and we spun circles one way, and then we stopped, and then we spun circles the other way, and we stopped. And he would just, it was like a panoramic slow view of everything around me. And take that leap of faith. Take a panoramic view of everything around you and everything inside of you, and follow your guts. Just jump. Just jump.